Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 21st to the 30th, 2019 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's see now, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus, what this time period has in store for you. So what I'm going to do is just move the Fairy Guidance and the Witchling cards over to the side, and we'll get to those in just a minute. This deck is going to be used at the very end to give extra insights, extra understanding to whatever does pop up within the cards that needs extra verification, or to see where things are going to go, how things are going to be resolved. And so let's see now, Pisces, what November 21st to the 30th, 2019 holds for you. Pisces, November 21st to the 30th, 2019, Pisces. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly. Show me clearly. Okay, fantastic. That's where we're going to stop. Okay. Because that's where the cards were popping out. So at the center of everything, we have the Six of Fire, which is absolutely brilliant. Then you are crowned by the Two of Air. The King of Fire, that's a fire sign energy, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius, shining through. The Two of Earth, the repeat of the number 2, is very much talking about communication, connectivity. Spirit is also saying you're going to see things in 2 ways during this time, all right? So we're going to see how that develops, yeah. The Six of Earth, the World, oh, I love that, and the Messenger of Fire, so definitely a strong fire sign energy here. Again, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. Messenger of Air, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Two of Waters, now you have 3 twos, so that's really quite intense. And the King of Water, which is you shining through at your base as a king. So you're definitely going to be seen during this time. There are messages that are coming your way, most definitely with the Messenger of Air and the Messenger of Fire. The Messenger of Fire has to do about passion and creativity. The Messenger of Air has to do about knowledge, emotional, the way you interpret emotional understanding, right? And how you want to move forward. The Kings mean that you are going to be the actor upon the stage. You are going to be seen during this time. That's how I see the kings and the queens. It's not necessarily male or female. It is the king, the actor upon the stage, the queen, the director behind the scenes. Right? Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Pisces, November 21st to the 30th, 2019, Pisces. November 21st to the 30th, 2019, Pisces. Show me clearly. This one right here. Beauty. Oh, I love that. And transformation. Beauty is going to transform you, really focusing on the beautiful in life is going to be something that is absolutely brilliant for you. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Pisces, November 21st to the 30th, 2019, Pisces. November 21st to the 30th, 2019, Pisces. Show me clearly. Right, these two. Creativity and dreams. So listen to your dreams and also know that during this time, you're going to be thinking outside of the box. So we have here creativity. Ooh, before all my cards fall. Okay, there we go. Creativity. And this says, creativity is a natural part of you that could be ignited and developed. So you're looking at a part of you that has always been there. Don't say, oh, I'm not creative, or I don't know how I could use that creativity. Now it's really letting the spark inside of you move forward. And that is going to bring you so much joy. The color that shines through here is blue. That's healing and cleansing your throat chakra. There's a lot going on here with communication, and that's the repeat of the number 2. Communication, working together with people, really moving forward in that sense. And then we have the number 6 repeating itself, and that is just the kindest, most loving of all the numbers. So there is a sense of nurturing, of kindness, and of coming together. And I see this, yes, with other people, right? But it's mostly with yourself. You're setting down boundaries, and you're seeing yourself be able to move forward in the direction that you want to. Then we have dreams. And this says, dreams are the expression of collective experience combined with the messages from spirit. So dreams are guiding you forward. And know that, yes, they are based off of your experiences because it's how you can interpret things. But your dreams are going to hold messages from spirit. So even if you're like me and you don't remember your dreams, when you wake up, know that they'll come back to you in drips and drabs. And also know that the feeling that you wake up with, the feeling, as you kind of get ready for your day, that lingers around you. Take note of it, like jot it down in a journal or, talk it into your phone, because that's going to be important and that's going to kind of be your theme throughout the day. So know that even if you wake up feeling, cold and alone, that can be your theme throughout the day. It's like, okay, how do I warm up my spirit? How do I ignite my soul to move me forward? And how do I know that I am not alone? And even if you just have to envision the angels with their wings wrapped around you, that is going to be so highly beneficial for you that, it's just going to bring warmth and joy into your soul and yourself. And even if those feelings are just, I'm happy or I feel overwhelmed, something more mundane and easier to identify, pinpoint, that's going to be important to you. And that theme is going to be with you. That word, that feeling actually is going to be with you all throughout the day. The color that shines through here is indigo. That's healing and cleansing your third eye chakra, knowing that you see a heck of a lot more than you give yourself credit for, Pisces. Then we have beauty. And this says, beauty is unveiled by the lustrous light within. Beauty guides you. Beauty unearths you. Okay? Beauty leads you forward to the place that you need to be, body, mind, and spirit. And beauty is with you. So here with beauty, you are being guided by beauty, and you are being, you're being seen through beautiful eyes. And and you are also seeing things through beautiful eyes. So if there is something that you want to create, if there's something that you're passionate about at this time, but you haven't been able to kind of get the beautiful undertones to it, find the right words or the colors or, something like that, now's the time. Now's the time to take another look at the project. Or, if you feel like something has been just a little bit too rigid, this is the time period to kind of soften that rigidity. To soften that rigidity. Then we have transformation. And this says, the process of self-transformation will open your eyes to a timeless truth about yourself. And that's just it. There's something timeless about you. There's something, undeniably beautiful. And now you're going to be able to see it because you're being able to see you. At your heart is the Six of Fire. The Six of Fire is about celebration of change. It's about moving forward. It's about going after what you want. And that's what I see here. You are going after what you want. You are moving forward. You are celebrating this change. And it brings you to the Two of Waters, which is love. This is the minor arcana Lover's card. This is love. This is joy. This is happiness. This is a sense of, finally. Finally, I feel more complete now. And it's because you're celebrating your successes. And it doesn't have to mean that you have these huge monumental successes. They can be very quiet, very low-key successes. But you celebrate them. Instead of saying, that's what I'm supposed to do, and then berating yourself and yelling at yourself over your failures, you look at your successes and say, wow, that was something that was really awesome. That was something that, you might have doubted you could do or you expected that you could do. But the fact that it turned out right saved you so much time, saved you so much energy. Now with the Two of Waters, you are moving towards what you love. You're finding a balance within yourself. And for you, Pisces, balance is so important. Pisces, you guys can conquer the world. The thing, and why you're defined as the Moon card, is because the only thing that holds you back is fear. Fear of the unknown, looking at the shadows and saying, I can see the monsters, kind of thing. And that's what we all can do. I'm not picking on you, Pisces, at all. I have beautiful, beautiful Pisces in my life. So here, there is a sense of needing to embrace the fear and say, you know what? I'm better than that. I'm better than being defined by what I can't do. And I myself, I'm speaking from personal experience, I was out to lunch with my mom, and I said, for so long, I had such timidity to me. I was so afraid. I was so afraid of everything. I was so afraid of falling, of failing, of not going after it. And once, I still have the fear, but now I can go. I can do. Life has opened up so many more opportunities, but it took so long. And here, I'm saying the same thing, saying kind of what Spirit is showing me, that conversation that I had. And it's saying here, don't make those mistakes. Yes, life does take a while. And yes, we have to learn that we can do it. And some people are born with that confidence to just push through. Here, the love and the duality of yourself and seeing the beauty within you, and know that you are constantly on a journey of transformation, and that you cannot fit yourself. If you are a round peg, you will not fit into a square hole. I mean, you could technically if the square was like bigger, but you can't. You can't be forced through and expected to fit perfectly. Right? And you're starting to learn that about yourself, and you're seeing that about yourself. And that leads you to the Two of Air, this sense of the crossroads, the sense of having two ways that you're seeing things. A third option is going to come. That's beautiful. That's beautiful and leads you on a different journey. But it incorporates the two sides, the two swords that you are carrying. It incorporates the two aspects of your life that are so blatantly obvious to you now. And listen to the messenger of air. Now, what I love about the messenger of air is I'm literally seeing her as, while I'm saying this, I'm seeing wind blowing through the trees. It is physically listening to the air and knowing that there is going to be silent knowledge, silent beauty that comes your way that most people overlook. And it can also be the messenger of fire here too. The passion, the creativity. But also, if you're in the northern hemisphere, or you're in someplace cold, or you have a fire burning, or there's a candle lit, look into the flame and see where your mind clears to. Because here, with the messenger of air, there's some sort of message that the wind is going to hold for you. Something that you're going to see that kind of whispers in your ear. This is also, of course, an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius. Right? You can be at a crossroads with that sign. But I'm really seeing you at a crossroads with your mind, with yourself, and the way that you want to move forward. Then we have the Six of Earth. And what I love with this depiction of the Six of Earth is that it's a stag. And the stag is a symbol of strength. It's a symbol of power. But the Six of Earth it says, be careful who you give to. Know that you can be dividing your time and trying to be so even and so just. But somebody and something can take advantage. Or you can feel taken advantage of and you're like, oh my gosh, what the heck is going on here? So know here with the Six of Earth, there is a need for balance and understanding. There is a need to look at your truth and say, okay, who can I give my time to? You might feel spread very, very thin, kind of like toffee that has just been pulled and pulled and pulled, and you feel like you're going to snap. So before you do snap, because here it lies your power in delegation, in saying, okay, you know what, my time and attention needs to be paid here, on this, or on that. With the King of Water, this is you. This represents a Pisces, most definitely Pisces, but it also represents a Scorpio and a Cancer, so do know that also. But here, you are embracing your kingly energy. You hold the trident in your hand. You have the fish before you. It's kind of like, and I like that he's smiling at the fish. It's like there is something that's going to be quote-unquote smaller than you, or people are going to see it as smaller, but that you get so much knowledge and information from. It can be, going on walks with your dog, or it can be cuddling with your cat, or, just something like that. It can be watching your fish swim. But there is something here that people would think, oh, why would you be so attached, or what meaning does that have? And it's going to be a tremendous one. So here with the King of Water, you are seeing a tremendous truth come your way. And you are being able to embrace it head on. People are also taking note of you during this time. So just be mindful of that people are watching you. Even if you think, oh my gosh, they don't pay attention to me at work, and I could just shout that I was on fire in the middle of my house and nobody would even hear me. They'd all go about their daily business. Know that actually people are paying attention. They are. So be mindful of your actions, but also know that you're not going unseen, which is something that's very important for you to know. Spirit is just making sure that I say that, and I say it as clearly, and they want me to say it again. You are not being unseen. So as clearly and as often as possible, repeat that to yourself. I'm seen. I'm seen. I'm heard. Even if it feels like you're not. Because with you sending out that vibrational energy that I'm seen, I'm heard, I'm understood, you're going to change the game. You're going to raise the bar. The world is opening up to you. And when I said change that energy vibration, it's so important because you're raising that vibration. You're sitting there. And most of human beings, most of humanity vibrates down here. We have so much violence, we have so much anger, we have so much hurt and pain. And so everybody vibrates down here in this place of anger and pain and hurt. So when you start going up, you'll find that actually the world tries to pull you down. right? They go, what the heck is wrong with you? Why can't you play by everybody else's rules, get back in the game? And the game is not pretty. It's not pretty, it's heartbreaking. And as the world opens up to you, is as you start to see your own truth, any disabilities that you defined yourself by, any, negativity that you defined yourself by, because that's what we do as human beings. We take the negativity, we take the pain, we take the nasty things that people say about us, and we say, oh my gosh, that's my truth. Or I'll show them. So you just replay those nasty words over and over again in your mind, and you say, I'll show them. But you see, when something becomes part of your mantra of existence, it becomes part of you. And the nasty words become part of your soul and yourself. And now you're rising above it. Because as you move forward, the key is within the sun. Right here. The key, as you embrace the world, comes closer and closer to you. Well, not the key, the lock. And you hold the key to what you want, to where you're heading, to what you desire. And this leads you to the Two of Earth. Yes, you're juggling a lot. You are. You're juggling your ideas, you're juggling the now and your hopes for the future, and you're juggling the now and the remembrance of the past, whether it be painful or beautiful. You're juggling a lot. And what you're doing here is you're finding your truth. And it's going to be a juggling act. It's not ever going to get easy. I wish I could tell you one day you'll be able to wake up and it'll just be like the most peaceful, beautiful thing, and it will never, ever stop. It'll just be a peaceful, beautiful world for always and ever. There are always going to be stresses. There are always going to be stresses. There are always going to be things where you're like, I did not plan for that. I don't know what the heck's going on. I don't know what's happening. That kind of mentality. So know here that you'll always be juggling, but there's a grace to the juggling. There's a beginner juggler, like if you want somebody learning how to juggle and how you drop the balls all the time, and then there's being a master juggler, that person who makes it look so seamless, so easy that you think I could do that when you trip over your own 2 feet. So here, there's going to be a grace to you at this time, but that grace only comes by embracing your understanding, your balance, and your truth. That will then lead you to the Two of Cups. Love. Love is going to be so important to you during this time because, first of all, as a water sign, and just as a human being in general, love is important. Your heart is important. And we don't pay enough attention to that. We think we need love as in we need somebody to be in love with. We need to have a romantic relationship all the time. We need to have somebody to have us as the center of their world. But here, if you truly love yourself, then you're kind of the center of your own world, right? But also, and that cannot be the case at times. Spirit is saying, there's a lot of times where selflessness gets in the way of being truly in love with your life because then you feel put upon. But there's a balance here that needs to be reached. And as you're going after what you love, and as you're going after what you desire, and as you're figuring out this brilliant dance, okay, of love and understanding and of being seen and of being heard, you come into your power. And that moves you to the messenger of fire, which is a fire sign energy, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. This is a passion lighting your way. It's crowning you. I love her crown of candles. I mean, it looks like, a chandelier of old. So here you have your thoughts, your knowledge illuminating you, moving forward in your passion and in your creativity. That moves you from being a knight, a defender, a messenger, a bringer of passion and of creativity to the king who lives in passion and creativity. Your heart is on display because your passion is on display. With the water, with your soul and yourself and your heart, your passion. Now these two can, water can put out fire, most definitely. So you can be too emotional about something and then that can just ruin the project. It can. It can halt you for years. It can halt you forever to make you sit there and think, I can't do it. So know here with the King of Waters, with your emotions, stay on the positive side. Not that silly positive, not that positive, oh, nothing could ever go wrong, I'm going to make it, everything like that, and you never expect any curveballs to come your way. But the positive that says, okay, even if, the world tries to kick me down, or even as the world tries to kick me down, I'm keeping my dream at my heart, and I'm holding it, and the sun crowns you, right? And you can see the light on his forehead. I like to think that that's the crescent moon burning through, or the moon burning through. And so the moon guides you. It opens up your third eye. And there's a passion and a beauty to you that is bringing messages on the wind. And remember, if you see a candle or if you have the fire going, take a time to just sit down and stare into the fireplace, to look at the candle. And I know it might sound funny, but it's just slowing down the world for a moment. And it's just simply embracing warmth, embracing healing, embracing a connection with soul. And that moves you forward in messages and in love. So what type of messages will be coming your way, Pisces? What types of things do you have to look out for or be mindful of as you're moving forward and embracing your kingly energy? What types of messages are coming Pisces' way? What types of messages are coming Pisces' way? Show me clearly. 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 Fantastic. Right? And I'm just going to quietly lay these down. All right. What's so interesting here is, yes, I do know these are the Templar Tarot, and they are just a riot of color, almost a assault on the senses. And I actually love the juxtaposition of the Good Tarot, which is so calm and so beautiful, and the Templar Tarot, which is so chaotic. And Spirit said, these two, pick these two, use these two together. And I thought, oh my gosh, when I was first doing it, I thought, oh, I'm not going to like this at all. But they're really complementing each other very, very, very nicely. So at your heart right here is once again you coming through as a king, right? So here you have the King of Waters. Here you have the King of Cups. Here it is at your root. Here you are at your heart. And this is with the Page of Fire. So there are messages coming your way about passion, about creativity that move you forward. And this is saying, hold on to your heart. Hold on to what you desire. You have a sea monster here in the corner. You have a boat here. So know that there's a sense of strength and protection to you. And then here you have passion and creativity, being a student, learning how to unfurl your wings and go after what you desire and where you truly want to be. This leads to the Five of Waters, the Five of Cups, and the Three of Swords. So the Five of Cups is saying that at this time, as you take in the messages, you're going to have a tendency, you're holding your strength and your passion at your heart, but you're going to have a tendency to look at the negative instead of the positive, to look at all the things that you do wrong, all the hardships, all the disappointments. And then here, with the Three of Swords, your angels are fiercely protecting you. Your angel is fiercely protecting you here. Then this I see as death, as the Grim Reaper, and propelling him away, saying, you know what, it's not time. It's not time for this negativity. It's not time for this hardship, for this sorrow to take precedence. And this is saying here, change your mind, change your life. See the Two of Cups that stand, that are at your heart in the beginning, in the main part of this reading. And that moves you forward in passion and in creativity. So change your mind and change your life. Change your mind, change your life, and know that your angels are fiercely protecting you. At your root is the Page of Cups. So this is you being a student, taking in knowledge, taking in understanding. And there's a lot of hard work that comes. So the messages aren't just going to come. It's just not going to be like, oh, Spirit, I would really like you to speak to me. And then Spirit just starts to speak to you. It is going to be, well, okay, so it can be that way. But the relationship between you and Spirit, it takes work, it takes time, it takes effort. And you're really embracing that here. You're embracing that time, that effort, that work. You're putting in the hard work to get to where it is that you want to be, to embrace the connection that you want with Spirit, and to be a student of how you want to move forward, of how you're handling and taking in these messages. Because you have the messenger of air, and you have the messenger of fire, and here you are a page of fire, you are a page of passion. So the repeat of number 3 means that divinity walks with you. The Nine of Wands is saying that you're coming close to the end of a cycle when it comes to your passion. And we have the Devil card here. So this Devil card represents a Capricorn energy, a time frame of December 22nd to January 19th. But the Devil represents, this earthly plane. And if you see here, it kind of looks like a spider web. Actually, is that a spider? I think that's a spider right there. Okay? So it's kind of like the web that we weave within life. And here, you're looking at the earthly plane. And you're looking and you're very much saying enough is enough. It's enough of listening to everybody else's words. It's enough of seeing everybody else's truth and letting that overpower your own with the devil card. Yeah, which, the devil, hell, was the name for the underworld in Norse mythology. And Hades was simply the place, in Greek mythology, was simply the place that you went when you died. So the devil, I view the devil as this earthly plane. And why it represents Capricorns is Capricorns are so good at this earthly plane, are so good at the logical. All right? And here, this is saying, shatter that web. Shatter the web that you've been weaving of other people's expectations, of other people's lives, of what everybody else wants you to succeed at. And start building the web of what you want. And yes, we have a devil here, but I don't know, for some reason I'm focusing on the spider because, we as human beings, a lot of people are deathly afraid of spiders. And they're not beautiful. If you know the myth of how a spider was created, it was a punishment for this weaver, for this person who was said to be a better weaver than Athena in Greek mythology. And so she turned her into a spider because she was like, see how ugly you are now. But the spider creates this beautiful web, creates something so intricate, so fine, so glorious, that even though it's ugly, it's beautiful. And that's what I think about this world. Even though this world is ugly, and it is. I mean, you read the paper, you look at life, and you think, how could other human beings do that to other human beings? How could we have a world like this? But there's also such tremendous beauty here, and such a fine, intricate web that we are weaving as we are creating our existence. So it's tearing down the old web. It's saying, you know what, other people's expectations, other people's desires, they're not mine. And it's standing in your truth. It's being a student of your passion, and it's working hard towards your goals. This leads you to the Four of Pentacles. Now, this is my minor arcana, vampiric energy card. So as you're getting messages of passion and creativity, you're going to feel chained and drained by other things. It's time to embrace the change that is coming. Because with the Tower, it's like this is tumbling down. With the Tower, I see the Tower, and you see those two people falling from the Tower right there. All right, with the Tower, this is like an end, okay? And for me, the Tower is an ending. It is time for a great change. It's like a chapter has ended, and now it's time to move on to something beautiful, something new. And that's what you're doing. You are embracing something more about yourself. You're embracing something more about life. And Divinity said, it's time for a change. It has to do with your passion, has to do with your creativity, has to do with where you want to be. It does not mean that you have to run out and quit your job, but it can mean that you have a side project that you really love, or you just know that during this time, there is either going to be kind of a wanderlust to you, a sense of wanting change, of wanting to go out and do something fun and adventurous. And I highly suggest that you do, if you can find the time for it, or even just getting out of the house, having life not just be work, home, rinse and repeat kind of thing. Here, it's knowing that Divinity is handing you a change. It's saying, I want you to leave the nest. I want you to go after something more. So they're putting obstacles in your way. They're making it so that you have to change. And you're going to be tired. You're going to be like, what the heck did I ever do to deserve this? Your angels are protecting you. And you're going to see your passion guide you forward. You're going to see new roads, new opportunities start to come up. Your subconscious message is the 5 of air. You're balancing. Things are going to come up that you felt that you had already dealt with. And yes, they need to be readdressed. That's kind of what the Tower says. They need to be readdressed, and you need to know you found your balance. You're finding your balance. You may feel like you're falling, but you're not. You're going to be able to fly. And never, ever, ever for once think that your kindness, your compassion, your understanding is weakness. Sometimes, yes, you can be too kind. You can be too understanding. I speak from personal experience. All right? And you're sitting there and you're thinking, but this is what I'm supposed to be. And then people take advantage of you. There also has to be a sense of when enough is enough. Of, I know my truth. I know my passion. I know where it is that I'm standing. Enough is enough. I move forward in my grace. I move forward in my power. I move forward connected with the divine to guide me and knowing that, you are standing your ground. You are holding your own. It's just really hard. It is. It's really hard. Life is hard, and that's firmly what I believe. Your subconscious message here is the 4 of Cups. You're going to be getting blessings. Okay, and I like this 5 and then 4, 4 and then 5. The progression, digression. Count down, count up. You're getting blessings. You're not going to see them right away. But here, there's going to be kind of like this mainstream of blessings, this thing that you want, and it's going to be coming. But then there's going to be another blessing that comes. It's closer to you. It's going to mean it just a bit more. And I don't know how, because it's going to, no, I do know, because it's going to feel like it solves a problem. And so here, you'll see this. But first you need to rest. First you need to step back and take everything in. Finding your balance. And then you'll see the blessings are right there. All right, Pisces. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. And may harmony always be with you. Bye.